Hi everyone, it's Hopkins here, and sorry, no, I'm crying already. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon here, and I thought I would work on this particular piece by William Shakespeare, To Be or Not to Be. It's a piece that means a lot to me. I tackled it when I was 11 years of age, and I'm still tackling it. It's one of those pieces with the underbelly of it really does ring true to you throughout your own stages of life, and I think that's what it is to be an actor, is to ring true and to honour these roles that we play, to play the truth that they own, that is unique to them, because god damn it, we all have our own versions of truth in life, and that's what becomes the drama, you know. That's what becomes this world stage, I guess, is one of the best ways to put it, because it is, it's just to be or not to be. That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to, is consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For in this wow, I actually kind of lost myself there a little bit. Um, it's in this sleep of death what dreams may come when we're shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. It's interesting how there's lines that sort of repeat themselves and question themselves, and you know, you sort of you hear, and then you kind of weigh up something else, and you're there, and you know, as actors we're so observant to what's around us. I just saw a young child on his bicycle, and I live opposite a whole load of flats, and it's interesting when you look at all the lives of those people, you know, how they colour the facade of their little world, you know. And at this time now, where we're all in our own little world and we're protecting it, and you know, it just makes you really appreciate life and the abstractness of it, and the ambiguity of it, and the belief that you have of life and what it is, what's the purpose, what's our meaning. And in this particular text, you know, Shakespeare just he metabolizes this for us, and you know, it's up to us to really eke out every single, you know, beat and every single juice that each moment resonates. Each of those beautiful arcs of thoughts. The way that one of my directors I worked with used to say, that Giles Block, he used to say that beautiful arc of thought. You know, the arc is as a rainbow. You know, it's as colourful, it's as wide, it's reflective, the transparency of it. I think I haven't thought about that before. The sense of, with every thought that we have as actors, that we project out, but we surface out of ourselves to create a truth. There needs to be transparency of it, and there needs to be a real understanding of what we're wanting to connect, and this sense of, as I love how Vana Tripic always sort of says, this empowerment of the actor to inspire and to make change. There's this empowerment of life, and that respect for life. But yet we get it all tangled up, and we get it all coiled up, and we allow ourselves to become, I don't want to use the word victims, but we allow ourselves to walk side by side with this fear and this shadow and this extension of self sometimes that isn't exactly good. That's this projection that happens when all we see is this manifestation of this self that really does create then this doubt and this shell. But those shells can be cracked, and they can be cracked open, and then out of it comes life, beautiful life. When we break those shells, when we shed our skin, then we start to live. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing them a sea of troubles, and by opposing them to die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to, this consummation, devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep perchance to dream. Oh, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death what dreams may come when we've shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life, for who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud one's contumely, the pangs of disprize, the love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns, and the patient merit that the unworthy takes, that he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would Fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but at the dread of something after death? The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns does puzzle the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others we know not of, as conscience does make cowards of us all. And thus the native hue of resolution is sickly o'er with the pale pith of thought, and enterprises the great pitch and moment. With this regard their currents turn awry and lose the name of action. There's a little postscript. Soft dew now, thy fair Ophelia, nymph in thy orisons, be all my sins remembered. I hope this helps, guys. And I really want you to colour those words in a way that brings out a truth of where you are in your own life right now. The more that you can colour it with your own palette, that's when we start to live. That's when we start to really create. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.